Is this thing on? Gideon, can you hear me? Samson, can you hear me? Testing, testing. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing. 1 2. All right. I think it's working.
Good day, mate. Gorgeous morning here in the Chase Lounge. Chase here, doing my shitty Australian accent. Got my boys here, the Red Roos. Get a load of that Sheila. Standing up there. Ooh, gorgeous. Funny bugger. See him? Throw his nose up there, funny bugger. As soon as I walked over, he was staring right at me. Crikey. Might have made me a new friend. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing my Aussie accent. Although not very good, I reckon. I keep working on it. Now it might sound a little bit better, so. Kangaroo Jack signing off.
Well, we're back taking another stab at it. New location. We're for the Chase Lounge. We're actually inside my apartment right now. It is a little bit later in the day. I tried to record last night, early this morning, depending on your definition of time, and if you're a bit of a night owl or an early bird. But yeah, I tried to get it up. Had a little bit of issues with the recording. Obviously, using some different equipment, different setup from what we're taking advantage of in the Woodward studio prior to those shows for the day. But like I said, in my apartment, kind of give you guys a little tour, a little bit of a rundown. Obviously, if you can see like this little tail, I got my my cat, one of two. This is Samson, sneaking down here, hanging out, and then also, you can see the furniture. This is a van seat right here. It's the back row seating of a van that I've been in partial possession of, co-possession of, I should say, for the latter part of the last 3 or 4 years. Got it in college. Fun little story. Went to Central Michigan. If I haven't mentioned that before, but fire out chips. Got a van. 10 of us dudes. We got a van for $400, $40 a pop, and then tags and insurance ended up costing an extra about $25, $35 a pop a person. So we're in about $70 for this van, 75 at the most, and it was a little bit of just a shuttle, to the bar, to the classes, around campus and whatnot. No one wants to pay for parking. No one wants to walk in the cold, and so what's the next best thing? Just get your own shuttle and start shuttling the boys to and from the to the bars, to classes. Take turns passing the keys around, and obviously it's a $400 van, so it worked phenomenally. And again, you have to pay for insurance continuously month to month, but you only need 1 month to get the tags. And second cat, Gideon's making his way on screen. So we basically just got 1 month of insurance. We're riding dirty for like the last 2 or 3 months that we still had the van in operation. And yeah, I mean, having to scrap it, having to junk it, and before doing so, took out the back row seating. And my buddy of mine, my roommate, who lives on the other side of this wall, actually, not here right now, he had it in his room in the house, and then when we moved into an apartment together, it was with us in our first apartment, our second apartment. This is our third different apartment together outside of college, and this will be our last apartment together as well. He's gonna be moving in with his lady friend, who they've been together for like the last as many apartments as we've been in together, so 3. So they're gonna be starting their own little apartmentship. I'm trying to combine partnership and apartments, but they'll be doing that together, and I'm gonna be hanging loose with the cats, me and the boys. So me and these little buddies, they were my sister's cats. Now they're my cats. She adopted them, and then passed the bucks off to my parents, and Gideon, And then, my parents did a whole banana split, and they were like, what's gonna be the deal with these cats? So I was like, well, I'll take them. They were gonna go back to the shelter, and I didn't think that seemed fair. So I took the boys in, and so it's me and a couple kitties. They're about 5.5, 6 years old. I think they'll be 6 in the summer, in like July or so. And so yeah, just hanging loose. Like I said, obviously, like new setup, new surroundings. Who knows how often we'll be here. I mean, we won't be in this apartment too much longer, but you might be seeing some more like at home, recordings from the lounge and whatnot. The seat, the van seat will be coming with me to the next place. That has pretty much been confirmed. We have a sectional sofa over there that I'm looking yonder at, and as nice as it is, as many naps as I have taken on it, I do think it is pretty big, and I don't know if where I'm going to be moving will have necessarily the space for something of that size. Might take up a good chunk of that space. So this van seat will do just nice. It's perfect for the bachelor life, and obviously it fits me, fits the boys. We all know you can fit 3 on here if you need. You can squeeze one in the middle, and you can hang off the side a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. So I can't say there'll be many naps had on this thing compared to the sectional. So that the naps will be missed. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's what you got a bed for anyway. You're gonna be napping during the day. So that's a luxury. So I say, but some more, a little bit of fun about my weekend. I kind of want to dip into that. Obviously, it's a Monday, so filled up my Saturday, filled up my Sunday with some different activities. Hit some chores Saturday morning, but then got the hookup, got to connect, and a shout out my guy, the real deal, Neil Rule. He does play-by-play for Golden Voice of the Oakland Grizzlies and the Detroit City Football Club. Many other things as well. He's a very talented individual, hardworking man, and got me and my buddy some tickets. We went to the game, got to see, the Rouge take on Pittsburgh Riverhounds. That's who they played, and a tightly contested match. It was tied up 0-0 for the first 90 minutes, and it wasn't until stoppage time that the league's leading goal scorer, with a header, took the lead for DCFC. They ended up stealing the win, and just to paint the picture of the match, you guys, they were sitting there in the crowd, and it's pretty gray, overcast day. I mean, it's not a bad day out. It's dry, but it's a little windy, a little breezy. It's like kind of like gusts coming in every now and again. Nothing crazy, but enough to make you want to wear a sweatshirt underneath your jacket. And it's been nice all week. We had a couple days of 60s, 70s. You might be coming to wearing like some pants in the morning, but then by the end of the day, you're like wishing you had some shorts you're throwing on. And yeah, and so Saturday was a little bit of a mix-up, a little bit of a curveball, an off-speed pitch, into the weather, but powered through it. Like I said, was right there in stoppage time too. The crowd's really getting into it. We're sitting on the side with the press box, and then the other side you can see like the drum line and the really like raucous fans getting after it and having a good one. And they like light some flares, and you see like the rouge smoke, the gold smoke coming out of the flares, blowing in the wind onto the field towards the goal that the DCFC are shooting on, and then as the smoke starts flowing, the flares are really kicking off. The sun just slowly just starts peeking out between the clouds. The field fills up a nice golden color, and in that golden light, with the golden smoke and the rouge smoke, the rouge colored shirts, the rouge colored kits, and the head of, I think it's Garrett Smith. I should double check the name, but I believe Neil said it was Garrett Smith, who is leading the league in the USL in goal scored, headed one home, got them the win. It was a cup match, so even if they didn't score, they would have been going to PKs and whatnot. But fun time. I had a blast, and I want to shout out my guy Neil once again. Thank you, for hooking that up. Um, got to go enjoy a little time off with the buddy, and I've only been to one other soccer game before. It was a DCFC game last year when they were in the playoffs, but outside of that, like soccer is one of those few sports that I haven't really I haven't really dipped my toes in the water. It's one of the few sports growing up as a kid I didn't play, and so I feel like a little bit of like a layman when it comes to the game and understanding it. But I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think any sport and any game is fun to watch, and yeah, I think the World Cup and the bigger tournaments like that are really like help me grow my appreciation and knowledge and love of the game. Even though again I say I have no knowledge. I know like a couple positions. I know there's a goalie, and I know you want to score the ball into the net. But I mean, I couldn't give you like a tactic breakdown and like tell you like the formations of the 11 or anything like that. It's a fun game. Those guys are really fit. They run quite a bit out there, and then wrapped up my night Saturday. A little bit of bar action. Nothing crazy. Just go out, have a drink or two, and come back and chill. I used to be a bit of a Durley Shirley guy, and recently switched it up. Kind of got put on to the vodka water and bring your own flavor enhancer to the bar. So I'm a Mio guy. I like the lemonade flavored Mio, and so I'll pick me up a little bottle of that. Squirt up my waters at home, have my water bottle or whatnot, and take it to the bar. Hey, can I just get a vodka water? Cheap, easy, quick. You're not, and you just get your flavor, whatever you want. Like I said, I like the lemonade. There's a bunch of different flavors you can try, different options, different brands, and give yourself a couple quick squirts, and like I said, you have your own little flavored cocktail. Like I said, I basically just like took the Dirty Shirley, which is Sprite, vodka, grenadine, and trying to eliminate some of the sugar in the grenadine. It is nice to mask the flavor of the vodka, but you're already getting a lot of sugar in the soda, and then the grenadine. So, really doubling down on it, on the sugar. So, ease off the throttle. Said, let's try the vodka water. Let's try the low cal drink. Let's have a hot girl summer. And just no food, just vodka water. That's what we're gonna be doing for the next 30 days. Vodka water binge. So, but yeah, like I said, chill Saturday night. Woke up feeling fine. You got a few different games going on, a few different sporting actions going on Sunday. Starting off with the Detroit Pistons. They playing in the playoffs. Haven't been there in a while. Team's been pretty bad for a while, and ended up losing. Tight game, tough loss. Sucks. Working for a sports network. We dive into enough of it there, and I think people flip out and overreact enough. Yeah, if I want to flip out and overreact, I'll do it there. Then there was after the game was over, they had the Talladega race going again. Got our own little NASCAR show, so I can give you guys more of a breakdown and stuff like that on the Fast and Loose channel. But like I said, fun stuff. And then Minecraft movie wrapped up Sunday night with the Minecraft movie. Fun time. Movie was okay. I think okay is a perfect term for it. Is it good? It's okay. Is it bad? It's okay. It's okay. It's I kept thinking it was something I really wanted to see, and I'm not regretting that I saw it at all or anything. It's just I guess my barometer for the movie was the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and I think that that movie was more geared to a wider audience as far as the main demographic it was hoping to appeal to. And I think the Minecraft audience skewed a little bit younger, and nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I enjoyed the broader, the broader. I don't know. I enjoyed the Mario movie more. I just felt like there was a parts of the Minecraft movie that were a little cheesy, a little kiddie, a little childish, and it's kind of forced in a way. If you guys know what I'm talking about, but Yeah, I mean, overall, like, fun. Like, I liked it. Jack Black is, he's Jack Black. He's just doing his thing, and Jason Momoa is in there too. I didn't realize Jennifer Coolidge was in the movie. Stifler's mom. If you know Stifler's mom, shout out Finch. Jealous. Finch low key, like underrated. Shout out Finch. Shout out Stifler's mom. And yeah, I thought that was cool. She's in there. She's just kind of being her goofy self, and I feel like it's a bit of like just a caricature at this point of like who like she's playing, but still nonetheless fun movie. Not as fun as Mario, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, is it good? It's okay. Is it bad? It's okay. Repeating myself a little bit there, but um, not a bit of a wrap up on the weekend. Obviously you see I'm rocking the zoo attire, crocky, and or maybe you can't see that, but yeah, I'm rocking bit of a busy day for myself. Was down to the Detroit Zoo, doing my little job, working there as part of the events team. A little yoga this morning with the wolves. So that was pretty fun. You like that, kitty? And like that little wolf howl? He's kind of looking at me like but yeah, and then so took a cool little video. I'm probably gonna put it at the beginning of this with the roos, because the kangaroos and the wallabies are right next to the wolves. So you guys can check out my shitty Australian accent, and maybe get a cool view of a kangaroo or something like that though, in the video. So hope that's something I can splice in here, and yeah, other than that, hopefully I'll continue to get better at talking. I did not like how much I kept saying the word last time, so for those who may continue to keep watching, or who are watching and episodically, categorically, or in the catalog, whatever it may be, working on speaking better. So from Samson, from Gideon, from Chase Lounge, signing off.